Okay.
Okay, so this is AFSR block number 2, deuces. And today's topic we're going to talk about is superheroes.
Superheroes.
But just a quick announcement. This is AFSR. We're going to start working on webisodes. So, superheroes.
Superheroes.
Jay, which one would you like to talk about first?
Talk or rant? Because there's a whole bunch I'd like to rant about.
Oh, let's do both.
Okay, we'll start off with the good.
Okay, good superhero.
Good superheroes.
I think a lot of the X-Men are pretty good. I mean, some of them are kind of iffy, like Rogues. I wouldn't want Rogue's power. Steal your life. Yeah, I wouldn't want that.
No.
No. But when you have like Wolverine, like all the healing powers, and he's able to like pull out weapons from his hands.
Why can't he heal himself?
That's his power.
Then where did the blades come from?
That came when he was being experimented on as a mutant.
Oh yeah, that's right. My bad.
Yeah, so did
Understand.
that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Nightcrawler, very good power. Imagine, like, if the whole world was filled with Nightcrawlers, we wouldn't have to worry so much about, like, pollution from cars.
Though you couldn't like really hide him very well. So like he needs that power to survive.
This is true. I mean, someone sees him.
Yeah. Like there's no point of him even trying to make it out in the real world. He's screwed.
But in the cartoon, though, Professor X was able to make a wristband that allowed him to go normal. Mystique, good power.
Was she a superhero though?
No,
she was
super
a
villain.
With a super cool kick power.
I know, right? That's why they made her on the bad guys, because imagine if she wasn't.
Then there would be like no point of even having bad guys.
I know, then there'd be no point of the whole comic book or show.
Next person.
Next person or
Magneto's another
Magneto
villain.
Imagine if he lived in like the Stone Age. How helpful would that have
How
been?
helpful would that be?
Caveman age.
Yeah. No. Who else is good?
Of the X-Men?
Of the X-Men. There's a lot of them that are out there.
Yeah, there's a lot out there. Jean Grey. She was pretty kick.
Until she went kind of psycho.
Wonko.
And died.
Yeah, that kind of created a problem.
Yeah, that does kind of create a problem.
Professor X was pretty cool, but to me, he seemed like a little bit of that's all he had going for him.
What? He was like a telepath, right? Or
Yeah.
like a really strong telepath.
Yeah.
Could he control? He can control things with his mind.
Yeah, or remember in the first movie of the new ones, he controlled Toad and Sabretooth when he was like choking Magneto.
Anyway.
Okay,
on to ranting.
Ranting. Okay, let's rant about something. You know, if we're gonna rant, let's rant about the Fantastic Four.
Who, by the way, aren't really fantastic.
They sound like a group of queers.
They suck.
And not to mention originality, people. I mean, you look at you. Okay, blue spandex. Okay, it's called 21st century. Let's kick it up, okay?
And when did this spandex become all like able to move about with their power? I've never seen spandex able to stretch that far. I mean, it's done some pretty amazing things with, but no, but seriously. And then when can spandex disappear?
I know. Okay, yeah, probably some of you are probably thinking The Incredibles, okay? But they actually elaborated how the uniforms were able to, like, be cohesive with their power.
They had E.
E! My favorite character in that movie, by the way.
Me too. Sort of. Not really. But, no, okay.
Back to Fantastic Four.
To our unfantastic Four.
Who does Mr. Fantastic think he is? He has a group named after him.
Is he the leader? No. What can he do? Stretch?
Stretch?
What's that going to do good for other than if you're in bed with someone? That's not going to do anything.
If I wanted something to stretch, I get a rubber band.
Exactly. Anyway, and then
their names. Their names. I'm Mr. Fantastic. I'm Miss Invisible. Come on.
The Thing?
The Thing?
They were better off picking up little Scrabble pieces, throwing against the wall, and making names out of that. It would have been more interesting. The Blob is a more interesting name. Thank you. Amazing. Unlike the Fantastic Four. Oh, by the way, about ranting about superheroes. Storm.
Kick power, I think.
Good power. She doesn't know how to use it.
Yeah.
In the movie, it takes her freaking forever just to bring up, a whirlwind.
Mm-hmm.
I want it now. If I ask Storm for a tornado, I'm not going to be waiting 10 minutes for her to, I want her to have it now.
Yeah, I personally don't want to wait until her eyes go white. Personally, I don't like to look at that.
It's scary.
It's scary.
It scared me.
It's creepy. We had a kid at school. He showed up with contacts, and it made his whole eye white, except this tiny, itsy, extremely tiny little black dot. It was so tiny, but the rest of it looked super creepy, and that's what Storm looks like. It's creepy. No one wants to see that.
And where's Storm's hair?
What happened to it by the
What
third
happened
movie?
to her hair in the movie?
It was so beautiful and long by the first.
And then just looked like an old grandma wig.
Mm-hmm.
Gray and black. What was that?
Trying to bring out style. Halle Berry, did you think that was chic?
Did you think that was chic?
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Mm.
Okay. Oh, Iron Man.
Good story. I'm going to admit, that was a really good story. It's not your typical cliche, fell into radiation or got bit by a spider. No, he actually took his ingenious mind and made himself a superhero. The bad news is, not a lot of action. If I wanted to kill someone and I had that kind of money, I'd rather just press a button and build myself an entire suit.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, I know, right?
Technically, what's the difference? Is the difference between a superhero and a hero powers? Because if that's the case, then is Batman a superhero? What makes him super? He just has a utility belt. He's cool and all, but...
And ninja skills.
And ninja skills. But wouldn't that just be a hero?
Yeah, he's kind of just a hero. Which is why, if you notice it, they never claim him as a superhero.
This is true.
Yeah.
Touche.
Mm-hmm.
Touche.
He always just Gotham needs a hero, not Gotham needs a superhero. But if I remember, and if I recall, I don't recall if I lived in Gotham, electing him as our hero.
I know, who called him into action? A bat?
Well, technically.
So what happens if we need his help during the day?
Technically a flashlight. Yeah, what happens with that?
You would think some of these villains would think it out. Okay, they can only call him at night with the little, lamp thing.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we need...
Batman!
But see, you can't see this in the day. All you see is clouds. So, wouldn't you want to attack Gotham City during the day?
Or more importantly, what happens when the light bulb burns out?
I was thinking the same thing.
Because, if you recall, at the end of the movie, you didn't see that. You didn't see Batman.
See
oh. Call yourself American. No. No, okay, so, for all you people who did go out and see, if you recall, he, smashed the gigantic light bulb out. He couldn't just unplug it or something.
He had to break the thing.
He had to fully break the thing. With an axe. So, imagine, if he didn't do that, and then, there's actually time when the bulb could burn out, he'd have to smash the whole thing just to change it, and then rebuild another one. That doesn't make sense to me.
No.
People do not think this thing through.
Delete
So
it.
villains.
Okay, on to villains now. We've done enough about superheroes. SuperZEROs. You had to throw that joke in there.
So who's a really lame villain?
Popular out there, or just in general?
In general.
I always thought the villains in Scooby-Doo were pretty bad.
Yeah, because putting on a mask totally makes you a super villain. It makes you super scary. Then again, I always thought, as far as, superheroes, there are some people out there who actually classify the Mystery Gang as heroes, or, as superheroes, but they didn't have any powers. They
did illegal... Why do you think Scooby and Shaggy were hungry all the time? It's called the Munchies. Yeah. You ever think about that?
There's a mystery van that takes you on a journey that you can't take on sober.
Those Scooby snacks were illegal in the United States and Mexico.
Yeah. here's our theory. The reason Scrappy really got thrown out is because he found out about the Scooby Snacks. He found out about it, and then like he was mad. He got mad because they didn't tell him about it, and so he was a straight edge kind of guy. So when he did find out, he was like, "Oh, Scrappy mad. Scrappy now gonna take revenge," and so he turned bad to get back at other bad people.
Where's Wonder Woman?
Yeah! Yo, she's pretty fine.
Where's Wonder Woman?
Where's Wonder Woman?
Like, when's her movie coming out?
When is it her turn to shine?
Or, like...
Be a star like she is on her undies.
Exactly, right? Who doesn't want to see that? Flying up in the air and doing things in the air. Yeah.